Hello everybody, this is Bonnie from Pygmy Harbor Farm. This morning we're getting ready for Herd Health Day, and what that means is our vet is coming today. We use the University of Tennessee's farm vet service. So there'll be a vet coming out with a group of students, and they are going to do many things here. So let me tell you about that. First of all, we're going to be checking overall health, which means checking their FAMACHA scores, checking their body scores, and based on the results of those tests, we'll decide whether we're going to give copper to the goats or not. Or maybe they need deworming, but we're gonna decide on that on an individual basis. We never just blanket treat everyone for parasites or anything like that. We want to look at each individual goat before we decide what's best for that goat. We're also going to be trimming hooves. They're going to be administering the CDT vaccination to the adult goats. We are also going to be drawing blood for Johne's testing. We are going to tattoo and microchip a couple of the younger goats that still need it. And I think that's about it. We don't have any that have been pregnant long enough to ultrasound today. So it's basically just going to be overall health and making sure that everybody is ready for the winter. Talking about winter, it's been in the 70s for like over a week, and today it's 29 degrees. So it's a bit chilly. So I'm going to head down to the barn. The vets will be here within about another hour, hour and a half, and we'll take some video while they're here so you can see what that looks like. All right, see you soon.
T for electronic tag. Okay, this is for his registration and for any sort of governmental paperwork, health certificates, this and that. Okay, so you already gave him his microchip, which goes in his butt or it could go up behind the ear. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and tattoo him. So what I want you to do. Let's see if this is any better. And then I need your numbers, but I'm not ready for you yet, okay? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So 36 goats, Bonnie.
36.
Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone, I'm back. It's been a long day and it's not much warmer. So I just want to give you a rundown. At some point today I lost my tripod, so I'm gonna have to hold the phone up here for the camera. So we had 36 goats seen today by the Veterinary Medical Center of Tennessee, the University of Tennessee, their farm vet service come out. So we had one vet with 4 veterinary students. It's a big help because with 36 goats, having to wrangle them, hold them down, trim their feet, pull their blood, vaccinate them, and check their body score and FAMACHA, having extra hands around definitely makes things go faster, more efficiently, and it's just a great fit for our farm to have them here as a resource in Knoxville. Out of 36 goats, we did deworm 4. So those are, we'll keep an eye on those 4, and just to make sure that they continue to do well, that their Fromacia score starts to come up in the next couple weeks, and that they don't need any additional deworming. We did end up giving most of the herd the copper. That seems to be working really well here in East Tennessee. I definitely would suggest using copper under a veterinarian's care, just because you know, it's a natural alternative for parasites, but in some places there's enough copper in the natural soil and the goats don't need more. So you want to make sure that you're not giving your goats too much copper. We had 2 young goats that were tattooed and microchipped today. That's for their registration. So those goats, the microchip goes in the web of the tail for pygmy goats, and the USDA allows us to use those microchips as long as we tattoo the ear. So the ear tattoo in the right ear is ET, electronic tail chip is what that means, electronic chip in the tail. So that when the USDA or anybody who comes in contact with the goat can look in the ear to find the placement of the chip. We did pretty good today as far as Fromacia scores and body conditions. I like my bucks to be a little on the heavy side as we're going into winter. The does, I like them to be a body score of 3 when I'm breeding them, because I don't want them to have too much weight on them. Pygmy goats in general, being that they're a meat goat, they tend to be real kind of portly, chunky looking. I like for them to be a 3, and I find that if they're a 3 in body score when I'm breeding them, then there's less likely they're going to have problems with dystocia during birth. So dystocia means that the baby is not presented correctly during birth, and so it can cause a lot of problems. So we definitely want to make sure that we are not breeding goats that are all too heavy, because it makes less room for the babies to develop. So overall, I think we had a great visit from the vet today. I'm really happy with everybody's health. We're going to keep an eye on the few that were dewormed and just make sure that they're headed in the right direction. And I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to sign off for today, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.